Professional pickleball players are seeing a lot of plantar issues. Foot injuries, ankle injuries, their feet are taking a beating. Pickleball runs a pretty good toll on your feet. Athletes like Tyson McGuffin, Anna Lee Waters, Catherine Brento even, they've seen these plantar issues kind of creep up. Tyson was even out earlier this year for multiple weeks due to plantar fasciitis. The problem at the professional level, it's not that they're not taking care of themselves, it's that they play 25 plus events a year and their feet just take a beating, right? They play an enormous schedule and they have to compete at a high level. What is your issue? If you're seeing plantar issues, you have foot aches, you have ankle aches, Achilles pain, maybe even some lower leg, calf pain. What's your issue? Are you not training? Are you not taking care of your feet? Are you playing too much? There's a lot of questions that could be answered. If you don't properly take care of your feet and you love to play pickleball, you're probably gonna see some ankle or foot pain creep in. So what I wanna do is I wanna give you a nice little foot and ankle program. A nice little 3-day a week, a few exercises that you can do to help keep your feet healthy, help keep them strong, as well as just get you playing more pickleball on the courts, pain-free. Now, if you stay until the very end of this video, we are doing a giveaway of that pickleball program 001. That is my year-long 12-month program that is all geared towards pickleball. You have workout collections that are geared towards your foot pain, shoulder pain, elbow pain, literally workouts for everything that you can imagine. It's all free to one person. We're doing a giveaway, so stay till the end to enter for that. First thing I want you to do is I want you to kick those shoes off, kick the socks off. Let's go barefoot. We're gonna start rolling, right? We're even gonna do pretty much most of our posterior chain. So we're gonna roll the bottom of our foot next, but we're gonna start with our hamstrings and calves. If you wanna get your glutes in a little bit, do so, but all of this posterior chain is connected. So it could be some pulling, it could be some tension causing foot pain. So we're gonna start by rolling out hamstrings, calves, and then we'll get to our feet. We'll spend about 30 seconds on each, 30 seconds on the hamstrings, 30 seconds on the calves, and then I'll show you a little bit with the feet, how we're gonna do it. If you really like pain, cross your foot over one another and then lift yourself up. That's how you really dig in there, good. Make sure you get all the way around, right? You wanna get this side of your calf, this side of your calf, like 180 degrees around your calf. All right, now we're gonna roll out our foot. I usually like to use a lacrosse ball, but a friend stole mine, so tennis ball is a good replacement. It's not as hard, obviously. Lacrosse ball is a little bit more, gets in there a little bit better, but tennis ball works well. You just gotta put a little bit more pressure on it. So there's two ways in which you can roll out your feet, and which I like to do is I'll go forward and backwards, maybe 15 to 20 times, and then I'll go side to side, right? So like side to side this way, forward and back, or side to side about 20 times, hitting the front, medial, and the back. Or I'll just do my ABCs, right? I'll just make an A, I'll make a B all the way to Z. This just kind of gets me in every aspect, every kind of zone there. So front to back, side to side, or I'll do my ABCs. So what we're trying to do here is we're just trying to loosen up all the fascia underneath our foot, right? So when we play and all we do is we do these repetitive movements, short movements, jumps, cutting, our feet are constantly contracting, and they're taking a beating, especially if you're not wearing like decent footwear. So here we're just trying to break up some of that fascia and make sure that it's kind of sliding and gliding like it should. Now we're gonna do an elevated calcaneal roll with foam roller. This isn't like a big stretch, or like you're not gonna feel anything like when you're foam rolling or doing the lacrosse ball in your foot. What we're gonna do is we're gonna work different pressures with our feet. So keep the shoes and everything off. You're gonna elevate your foot just an inch or two. You can use a plate, a block, literally anything there, something firm though. What I'll do is I'll do it on both sides, but I'm gonna lean with this foam roller on the top of my hip. So like this is part of my hips. You can feel the top right here. I'm gonna lean onto the wall there with the top of my hip. Then I'm just gonna put this foot down in front. And what this lean does is it kind of unloads this leg. I'm gonna exhale, and as I exhale, I'm gonna lean, put pressure, I shouldn't say lean, I'm gonna go into the medial part of this foot, right? So I'm gonna get my base of the great toe and medial heel pressure there on an exhale. And then as I inhale, I'm gonna go to the lateral part of my foot. So inhale, to the medial side, exhale to the lateral side. You'll see it's not like a bunch of movement, it's just a slight roll. This is why the foam roller is here, it's a slight roll up and down. So what we're doing here is we're working on some ankle mobility. Working on a little bit of hip mobility, but as well as ankle mobility. You're not gonna feel a ton, like I said, but we're working on different pressures. We're working on the inversion and eversion of the ankle. So as you're inhaling and exhaling, you're working on different inversion and eversions of the ankle. So we're gonna do the calcaneal rolls, 5 breaths, 5 times on each side. Then we're gonna pair that with a little bit more basic of an exercise, a single leg calf raise. We're gonna do 3 sets of each. You're gonna do 5 breaths on each side for the calcaneal rolls. And here we're gonna do a single leg calf raise. My back will be to you, but I'm gonna grab something to hold on to just for balance, right? I'm gonna be here. You can just let this opposite leg hover. Then I'm gonna do a big hold for a 1, 2 count. And then I'm gonna go all the way down at the bottom, hold for a 2 count. 1, 2. I'm gonna do 10 of those on each side. So I'm gonna do 3 sets, 3 rounds, back and forth, 10 reps here on each side, 5 breaths there on each side. Here now we're just really putting load through the ankle and a little bit through the foot. Being barefoot always kind of gets a little bit more load through the bottom of the feet, but here as our leg is straight, we're loading more of the gastrocnemius, right? We're loading more of this major calf muscle as we hold at the top and hold at the bottom. All right, our next exercise is going to be a soleus raise. So similar to a calf raise, right? We were doing single leg calf raises, but when our leg is extended in a straight posture, right? Not like this, bent at 90 degrees, we're working our gastrocnemius, right? This major calf muscle. But we have another calf muscle underneath, right? So this gastroc is that major calf muscle. Then you have what's called like your soleus muscle, which kind of runs deeper inside your leg underneath the gastroc. You use your soleus, you utilize your soleus more when your knee is bent at 90 degrees. When you're in a straight posture, you're using more gastroc, but when you're bent at 90 degrees, you're using more soleus. So that's what we're gonna target here. We're gonna put this kettlebell on top of my knee. My leg is semi at 90 degrees. It's a little bit more than 90 degrees maybe, but I'm elevating my foot, the balls of my feet up on an inch or 2. And all I'm gonna do, I'm just doing single leg, so I'll kick this leg out. I'm gonna let it go down as far as possible, about right here, and then I'm just gonna push up, hold for a 2 count, 1, 2, and come back down. Here you'll see, like you don't really see my gastroc contracting as much as it did earlier, where now it's my soleus, the deep muscle underneath this big fat gastroc. It's not that big, kind of got small calves. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. But it's my soleus that's working here. So we're gonna do 12 reps, holding for a 2 count at the bottom and at the top. Okay, now we're gonna pair this exercise, right? These single leg soleus raises, 12 reps there. We're gonna do 3 sets on this exercise and 3 sets here, pairing it with some toe yoga. It's a cool name, I know. If you haven't done toe yoga, I'm gonna show you what it's like, and I'm terrible at it, so bear with me here. And if you're terrible, I'll show you how to be slightly better at it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and grasp my foot, grasp the ground, with this big toe and with my heel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and create an arch. I'm gonna try and grab with my big toe and my heel and create an arch with just my big toe. I'm gonna keep these toes off of the ground. So as you watch, I'm gonna grab my big toe, create a big arch, hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm gonna relax. Now I'm gonna go again, lift up those toes, grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those toes are kind of freaking out over there, but it's better than usual. So if you stink at it, I got a little trick for you. You're gonna help it, right? So you're gonna help your big toe get off, which is still hard. I'm gonna still grab there. I helped it, I got it in position, now I'm grabbing. 4, 5, relax. We're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna help myself. Grab, stupid toe, come on. It's kinda there, come on. 4, 5, relax. As you see, as I was doing that, my big toe wants to go in like this. You see that maybe in a lot of people that wear shoes all the time. Basketball players, tennis players, pickleball players, right? They take off their shoes and their feet are like squished like this because they're stuck in shoes all the time. and their shoes that they wear just kind of crunch their feet together. What we want to do is we want to space out those feet and help them be able to grab the ground and be shaped like they're supposed to be, so that you don't see foot and plantar issues. So what this is trying to do is trying to strengthen our foot, and you know, like this toe should be out here, right? There should be space in between these toes. So as you do this big toe grabbing, try and do it in a fashion where it's in a straight line, it's not curving towards the inner toes, right? You're gonna do 5-second holds twice on both the big toe and the other small toes. You'll do that 3 times on each foot. That's 1 set. You're gonna pair these 2 together and do 3 total sets. So depending on how bad and how advanced your plantar issues are, you might just be foam rolling. You might just be doing lacrosse ball on the bottom of your foot and resting. That's like the first phase. Once you can get load through the joint, then we'll go to the next progression, which is hops and jumps. So we want to go through the proper healing first. We want to strengthen, and then we want to get almost like closer to return to play. We want to get more sport-like. We want to start jumping and moving. So our next progression is going to be some single leg hops. So we're going to have a hop progression, and my hop progression is very simple, and it can be even regressed from this, but I'm going to give you a basic version of it right now. So our single leg hop progression is going to be single leg hops over small hurdles. You can do even smaller, or you can hop on a line, but it's going to be a hop and a stick of each jump. This next progression will be a double bounce in between. So instead of just sticking, I'm kind of getting some rhythm and getting some motion. So I'm going to jump, double bounce, double bounce, double bounce, and stick at the end. See how good I actually am. Not bad. Last one is going to be continuous. So it's going to be one leg, bang, 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 stick at the end, still jumping as high as possible. Not bad. So remember, it goes healing, recovery, get the tissue healed and feeling better. Then you want to strengthen the tissue. You want to strengthen the foot. Then after you strengthen, you go to power and explosive exercises like jumping, getting closer, and more specific to the sport. Alrighty, now if you stay to the end of this video, comment a little foot emoji to be entered into the giveaway for that pickleball program. It's coming your way. I hope you win. Now, if you don't have foot pain, I hope you never do. Hope you don't ever have ankle pain, foot pain, whatever. But chances are, if you play pickleball, you've probably experienced some back pain. I got a couple videos about it. This is my best one right here. Check it out.